Hey man, it's Armando in the cut on the mic, and today we're gonna be talking about the Jordan 11 Bred 11. Said that twice, said 11 twice. Anyways, though, we're gonna be talking about the Bred 11 lows that just came out yesterday on Saturday. They came out the 26th, but yeah, they're not going for that much money. But we're pretty much gonna be discussing is this a good seller hold for people who are wondering. Also, just like release details, like resale predictions, stuff like that. Well, release already happened, but so like just resale predictions, pretty much. So drop a like, drop a sub, hit the notification bell for more fire videos like this. Hold on one sec, video. Okay, yeah, they're not going for that much money, which I did predict, because I just completely passed on these. These are a solid personal. I would have kind of went crazy for these if it was like 2016. I would have went crazy for these. Honestly, I'd still rock them, but right now I'm just trying to like kind of chill on my personals. I used to have Concord 11 lows, which are really clean. Actually, I think Concord 11 lows are better than these, not gonna lie. But Bred 11 lows are pretty clean too. And I had the Concords not long ago. I had them in like high school, and then I had another pair of 11s, the Gamma 11 blues, which were really clean. So I had a few 11s even after people kind of dropped away from 11s. A lot of people would stop rocking 11s. I still like them. All the OG sneakerheads, all the real sneakerheads do mess with these, and I'm sure some new sneakerheads too, because they're just super clean colorway. This red and black, it's really clean, easy to wear, and it's a low top, so it's good for summertime. I do have the high top version, which is the 2019 versions, which that was like the last Bred that came out. That was like an official like Bred colorway. It was the playoff Breds. They came out 2019, which I have a pair in a size 10 with no box, but pretty much brand new, like worn once. So if you're interested in those, hit me up on Instagram. The high version of these, honestly, I like the highs better, but the lows are better to wear like in this time of the season because it's pretty hot. So yeah, anyways though, but yeah, like I said, this is a great seller. Honestly, I'd say sell now with the hype being there. These could appreciate well over time, but Jordan 11 lows just aren't really like the hottest silhouette right now. But let me see, like, when's the last time they came out with the Jordan 11 low Breds? Okay, yeah, the last time they came out with these was 2015, which is kind of crazy. So pretty much the only difference I'm seeing between the new ones and the old ones is the new ones insole color is black, and like the OG, like the older ones, 2015, so it was like red interior. So like kind of hard to explain, but I'll pop up pictures of probably both. But yeah, anyways though, these are selling like hotcakes though. They are selling good, like grade school selling pretty well too, but just they're literally going for retail in most sizes. Like my personal size 12 and a half, that's kind of a harder size to find. Oh, actually, hold on one sec, y'all. Yeah, like size 12 right now, $201. Retail is $190. So after tax, you're already paying like $200. So yeah, pretty much it just at retail. This pair is like one of those pairs, if you can get them under retail, which is going to be kind of hard unless people stole them and then they're selling them through like the back door, which probably happened. That's probably what really killed market, because there wasn't like crazy amount of stock. I heard like there was around 35K on sneakers. I could be wrong. If I could find stock numbers, I'll pop them up. So like the stock was low on these on sneakers. There was probably a lot of pairs in store. There's probably still a lot of pairs sitting in store. So you could probably get these at your like local like malls. But I'm sure people they probably still sold out. It's just like Jordan 11s just really aren't hitting like they used to. But they're still selling out. Just really, it's a super clean pair. I wish I had a pair to review, but it's not really that much crazy detail in this shoe. It's just black and red. But it's, like I said, it's an easy pair to wear. I just love how it's like the shiny, like patent, like leather or whatever. I don't know if it's patent, but whatever it is, I love that shiny leather, and then the red on the bottom just hits. So let me know in the comments, are you rocking these? Like, did you pick these up to rock or pick these up to sell? Honestly, like I said, like if you picked them up for retail, unless you have like clients where you could sell them for a little bit over retail, a little bit over market, then yeah, it's not really worth it. Which I already knew this shoe was gonna flop, so that's why I didn't even go for it, even with stock numbers being like not as high as like for example a Jordan 4 military blue, where they dropped like $1 million, and like there was still super high demand since like a Jordan 4. People still like go crazy over Jordan 4s. But yeah, anyways though, I say sell now while the hype is still kind of there. There's still like some like little hype for it. It's not like crazy hype, like I said, like how there used to be over 11s, but yeah, there's still some hype. They have the lightning emoji on StockX, like 294 sold in like the last 3 days just in a size 12. Over 2,200 pairs sold in the last 3 days between all size, like through all sizes on StockX. So that's just on StockX. So this pair is selling. If you can get it for under retail, yeah, this is like an easy mover. People are gonna want these because they're super clean. But me, I passed on them on the sell and the personal. Like this is a shoe that I'd love to get for the personal, but yeah, I'm just kind of trying to chill my personals. I already have a couple good personals. I already have some SB Dunks, which like some good ones, not like mid ones. I got some like Supreme Melzies, stuff like that. Not to get off topic, but yeah, I already have enough personals So I'm just trying to chill on that. But yeah, let me know if y'all copped. There's some other fire releases coming out, which I'll make some other separate videos talking about these. Another banger I want to talk about was the UNC Reimagined ones, which did pop up on the sneakers app, and those I feel like are gonna be kind of similar to these Bred 11s. Like, they're not gonna get the respect they kind of deserve, like on the aftermarket. Like, people will still buy them for retail, which retail is pretty much the same as resale. But the UNC Reimagined, let me just check out market on those real quick. Yeah, the UNC Reimagined, they're already at like 200 to 220 between all sizes, and retail is 180. So I think this is going to be the same scenario with the shoe. Unfortunately, the resales is not going to be good. So sorry for the resellers who trying to make some money off of these drops. Like, I think these are going to be 2 flops for the resale wise. They're going to be good personals, but they're just, I think the UNC Reimagined might be like one of those shoes where on release day, you know, it might have like a little spike, but I think it's going to settle around retail pretty much the same as Breds. I think they're not going to be under retail because they're still a really good colorway, and I think they're not going to go crazy on the stock. But yeah, they're just going to be at retail. So it's going to be easy. It's going to be good for people who want them for the personals. But like I said, people try to make some money. Yeah, you're not going to make no money on these drops, I don't think, unless you have like clients where you could like sell them, like I said, over market, which I don't know. Not that many people do that nowadays. People like are smart enough to know, okay, well, I can just get them for retail at the store in their sittings. But if they're like sold out at the store, people might not want to go through StockX or some, you know, some people don't trust StockX or whatever. I mean, StockX, that's another topic. But anyways, though, there's some other fire releases coming out though, like some Jumpman Jack Travis Scott's too, which I'll make another video talking about that. And then also, I just seen this pop up on the sneakers app. I'll make another video about these. Another Mambasita Kobe has loaded up on the sneakers app, which these are going to go for some bread. I feel like the Kobe's have been doing good. So hey, it looks like sneakers are doing pretty good right now. I'll make a separate video. There's a lot of sneakers coming up, so I'm gonna have to make a separate video talking about that real soon. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Let me see how long this video has been real quick though. Okay, I'll make a separate video kind of going over all the releases coming out like in May. So since we're like about to approach May, but yeah, I'm not gonna end the video off yet. I'm gonna look at the Bright or whatever the new Jumpman Jack Travis Scotts are looking like. Let's see what market is on those. Let me see, because I didn't hit on those. They just came on the Travis website on Friday, and they're gonna come out this Wednesday, I believe, on the sneakers app. And this shoe I feel like is not gonna be doing very well in the aftermarket. I feel like it's gonna be similar to the Sharkadon Travis Scotts. They're going to be like near retail, but then you never know, they might spike up in price whenever people take L's on the sneakers app. We'll just have to see on stock, but right now they're going for around $300 to $350, which is super cheap for a Travis Scott. So yeah, retail is $200, so pretty high. So yeah, y'all let me know, y'all feeling these Bright Cactus Jacks, whatever? I've seen a few people wearing these early, like recently, who were like, some people were like friends with like, you know, Travis Scott, whatever, so they get the early pair. So I already kind of was suspecting that these were going to come out soon. I thought people were like selling these at sneaker events for like $500, like before they released, like, you know, like when they're technically unreleased by like a month or so. Some people have them like a month early, whatever. So yeah, anyways though, pretty clean. Actually, I'm not the biggest fan of these Jumpman Jacks, but you know, I do like green, but this model is pretty trash. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling this Jumpman Jack trainer model. I'm definitely not feeling it. It's pretty trash in my opinion, but let me know if y'all are rocking with them. If y'all are rocking with this colorway, the Bright Cactus, yeah, it's not it, in my opinion, but people are paying up for it. There's a bid for $300 on a size 12 on StockX, so people are paying up. So if you hit them for retail, you can make an easy $300 sale, probably, easily. Not probably, you definitely could. So people are paying up because it has the name Travis Scott in the name, so people are buying it. It has the backwards swoosh. But yeah, I actually just okay, that's off topic. But yeah, anyways though, the other shoe I kind of want to talk about real quick was the GG Kobe's, which I just saw popped up on the sneakers app. I'll make another video going over like all the good releases and whether I think they're gonna sit or sell. I think these GG Kobe's, just give y'all a little just to tell y'all, just let y'all know my opinion right now. I think this is gonna be an easy sell out. Depending on stock though, it has like the GG on the back, which is like his wife or his daughter, one of the two. So you already know, like whenever these Mambasita, I think this is the wife, yeah. So yeah, the Mambasita models always go for Bred. Let me just look them up and to see like what is market on these right now. I'm actually gonna make a separate video on all this other like all these other shoe drops. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Drop a like, drop a sub, and the notification bell, all that good stuff. And yeah, peace.